your friendly nurse and health coach, and I'm coming to you today on the dangers of tobacco. The number one danger of tobacco, either smoking it or inhaling it or chewing it over a long period of time, is cancer. And cancer is one of the leading causes of death in the United States and the world. Cancer is when your abnormal cell divides uncontrollable. It have turned abnormal and it can't function like it's supposed to function in the body. And it starts to divide up and uncontrollable rate and destroy body tissue. Sometimes it forms into a growth, and sometimes it can go into your blood system and develop leukemia, cancer of the blood. Tumor growth can go anywhere in your body. The first part of your body that's been attacked by the tobacco usually is the lung and the brain, and it goes on to all your system in your body when you come in contact and use tobacco products over a period of time. Cancer is over 200 types of cancer that they know of in the world, and they does not have a cure for cancer. They can control it for so long with chemo, radiations, and you have to change your diet with it. So I'm going to be coming back and giving a teaching on cancer, such widespread of it, and what to do for it. The number two thing, that the dangers of tobacco is heart disease. It's going to damage your heart in some way. You got all kind of heart conditions going on now. People having to get heart transplants because of the damage that the tobacco have done. Remember, it's very inflammable. The chemicals, the toxic chemicals in the tobacco go in and cause a lot of inflammation in your heart and in your body. Inflammation is the redness, the swelling, the pain, the discomfort. And when it damages a part of your body, it usually is a permanent damage to your body. So we're talking about your heart right now. That is very vital for life in your body. So anytime you attack those vital organs, you got a big problem going on in your body. Your heart gonna mess with your circulation. There'll be blood all over your body because it takes the heart to pump that blood all over your body to do what it needs to be doing to keep you alive. So it can mess up the chambers of your heart, the valves of your heart, to pump itself, to pump it to the rest of the body. And that's why they have to take a cardiac cath and see what kind of damage has been done to your heart when you start having the pains in your chest and all. So it's big on damaging the heart. The use of tobacco products, smoking it, chewing it, vaping it, e-cigarettes over the period of time. You also got stroke. Remember, it gets to your brain in 7 to 10 seconds after you use a tobacco product. Immediately it goes into the bloodstream, and then it goes right to your brain within 7 to 10 seconds to do a lot of damage in your brain. You can't think right, your attention span is slow, high anxiety rate. You can't remember things like you used to. It works on your brain. You kill some brain cells, there's no coming back of that brain cell. And that's what a stroke is. The lack of oxygen to that brain cell. Why the lack of oxygen? Because there's so much inflammation from the toxic chemicals that have been steady going there to your brain cells and damaging your brain cells. And remember, inflammation is number one thing. Everything starts out before it begins to kill something or kill you. Strokes. And a lot of people are having strokes now and not even realizing it. I know somebody just recently had a stroke and wasn't realizing they just got weak all the time. They got weak and they was walking outside in their yard and like they usually do, and all of a sudden they couldn't walk no more. They had to crawl in their house. The doctors took all kind of tests and all, and they couldn't find nothing. And they called me about it. I said, it got to be some damage to the heart or the brain. You don't just get weak like that and can't walk or can't move your legs. So they took an MRI, which is more in depth when you had a stroke. Sometimes the CT will not show. So you need to take a MRI when you possibility of had a stroke. So they took the MRI, checked it out. He checked out on the weekend in the hospital. About Monday, they say yes, he had a light stroke. So strokes would show up in the weakness. He didn't have a slurred speech or nothing. He was talking good, but it was the weakness. It was the weakness in the body. And then at times, as he was getting older anyhow, but he couldn't remember as much as he used to remember. It messes with your brain functions, your memories, and your nerves, your neuroreceptors in your nerves, in your brain, and cause some great damage with all those toxic chemicals that are in tobacco. You got all your lung diseases, COPD, emphysema, tuberculosis. A lot of people are getting tuberculosis from tobacco. They smoke behind each other also. When you smoke behind each other and all, you get more and more, because remember, tobacco, cigarettes and chewing tobacco, they have put more additives in it. They put more chemicals in it. And more stuff is added for flavor in the tobacco too. So it's just not the tobacco like they got it at the field. They done mixed a lot of more stuff to the tobacco that you're chewing or that you're smoking or you vaping. And then you putting a lot of strain on your lungs. And you need your lungs to breathe with. It closes up the air sacs and all in your lungs, clog them all up with all those chemicals. And you need the air sacs in your lungs so you can breathe through them freely. The air can circulate to your air sacs in your lungs and go to your heart, and your heart and lungs pumping together and working together to get that blood in there, that fresh blood in there, to pump it to the rest of the body. So if there's any abnormality in that lung, there's some abnormality in that heart. There's any abnormality in that heart, there's some abnormality in that lungs. Either way, you're going to get some problems in both of them. if you're going to get some problems in that heart or that lung. Then you got diabetes. It's another danger of using tobacco products over a period of time, because the diabetes works with the heart, works with the blood pressure, works with your lungs. All your organs work together. You got diabetes, you got abnormality in your metabolic working of your body with that pancreas. The pancreas produces the insulin needed for the body to have a good glucose level and balance your glucose level out in your body, give you the energy you need, work with the hormones in your body, give you your balance in your body. So if you got any interference in the pancreas producing that insulin that's needed for the body, you're going to turn up with some diabetes problems, and that's going to cut off some circulation of blood to your body, as well as the heart problems, cutting off some blood circulation to your body. So if your blood circulation cutting off to your feet or to parts of your body, guess what? Blood carry oxygen. So something's going to die eventually. You're going to have a green, or you're going to have some kind of problem in your body of death, not life. Those chemicals are so toxic and poison that they causing all this stuff going on while you think you're feeling so good, and we're calming your nerves. That cigarette is calming your nerves. The more you smoke it, you calm down more and more. It's saving your life, you saying. But in the long run, it's hurting your life. It's setting you up for death. Osteoporosis is another danger of tobacco using over a period of time. Osteoporosis you don't want, because you're not going to be able to walk, and eventually you're going to be in a wheelchair, because it's messing up your bones and making your bones softer and softer and softer. You can't even know how to walk anymore. You say, what's wrong with me? I can't walk from falling down. Well, my balance is off. You need to check yourself out for osteoporosis. Your bones have got so thin that they haven't got the strength. Your framework, your skeleton framework of your body can't hold you up like it's supposed to hold you up. So that's your support of your body, your framework, your skeleton form made up of bones. And you won't be able to hold yourself up anymore. And remember, all those chemicals and bad chemicals and toxic chemicals that's in tobacco are already wearing away at your bones, already with the inflammation it's causing into your body, and the toxins and the poisons. Then you got poor circulation going through your body. So if you got poor circulation going through your body, you got poor wound healing. You got a wound, it's not going to heal like it's supposed to heal, because you don't have the circulation going through your body of the fresh blood cells being fed with the oxygen, the rich blood it needed, with all the minerals and chemicals it's supposed to have in your blood. You got the toxic chemicals in your bloodstream, because it goes immediately in your bloodstream. All this toxic chemicals that's in tobacco that I talked about yesterday. It's over 7,000 chemicals in tobacco. Only 69 of them does not cause cancer. You got your eye diseases. You say, well, I can't see like I used to see. What's going on? Let me go to the eye doctor. And the eye doctor, number one, asks you, do you drink? Do you smoke? They picking in to see what toxic, what chemicals have gone in your body that you have used. And they find out you smoking, and by looking in your eyes, they can tell all this stuff. Your blood vessels in your eyes tell a lot by looking in your eyes. And you say, whoa, wow, we see some damage have been done in your blood vessels, in your cornea, in your parts of your eyes, and the blood can't circulate like it's supposed to do in your eyes. Someone just recently called me talking about they had bleeding in their eyes, and they had to do some kind of procedure for the bleeding in their eyes. And remember, the secondhand smoke is about as worse than the ones that actually smoking the tobacco products. So they are getting affected. It's like you getting infected. They stand in the house with you. They round in the same environment with you. They getting the effects that you are getting also. So you got to be very careful. And I told you about the children's. The children are getting affected by the smoke. Ride in the car with you. Even in your clothes, that smoke get all in your clothes. And they get in your clothes and smell, and that those chemicals, because those chemicals that's in it, and you smelling and breathing in those chemicals that are still in your clothes and all. That's why you have to make sure you don't have all that smell going on by washing and being more cleaner, which is smoking. It also attacks your immune system. Your immune system in your body, and increase your chance of getting COVID-19. Because your immune system is down because, hey, your blood not circulating right. It messed up your blood cells with all the chemicals and toxins and poison, the inflammation going on. So therefore, the immune system can't do what it's supposed to be doing in your body, protecting you, keeping your immune system up so you won't have it get sick. So it's weakening your immune system. The more the tobacco that you're consuming in your body with all these toxic chemicals, 7,000 toxic chemicals in the tobacco products. And the more you put in your body, the more you inhaling it, the more danger to your immune system. You wonder why I can't keep my immune system built up. I keep getting allergies. I keep getting sinuses. I keep doing this right here. You're around a lot of smoke a lot of times. And I understand on people's jobs. And they trying to make it so jobs can put up signs that do not smoke on every job. They still working on all this right here kind of stuff. Every job is not required to put that smoke sign up yet. Do not smoke. Then you got your rheumatoid arthritis. You're saying, I can't sew like I used to. I can't do things like I used to do with my hands, and my hands are all contracting, and that's called the inflammation of the chemicals. Chemicals that cause a lot of inflammation in you. And a lot of inflammation, you got the swelling in there. You got the redness, discomfort and pain from it. So you're gonna have that going on. Then you got some people saying, oh, I can't get pregnant. What's going on? You have reduced your chance of fertility by all this smoking, or the secondhand smoking, or chewing tobacco over a period of time. You have reduced your chance of getting pregnant. And the more you're doing it, the more chance you are messing up your uterus and your ovaries, and your reproduction system. It could be the male, it could be the female. It could be both of them. If both of you are smoking, have messed up your chance to have a child. You got a long period in your life that you smoke. Most people start smoking at high school age, of elementary age now. And I told you I tried it when I was in high school, and I thought I was gonna die. I felt like I was gonna have a baby, and it was worse than having a baby to me. So I never could be around people that was smoking a lot. No, nicotine just cut me out. That smell itself, and I couldn't hardly breathe. So then you got your secondhand smoking, as we call it, and we also call it environmental smoking, and we also call it passive smoking. That's a person that have not actually chewed tobacco, are not actually pulled and drawed on the cigarette, but they have been around people doing it. And within an hour of exposure, a secondhand person, it will affect them within an hour. They will start having headaches, dizziness. They will be wheezing. And I can bet you this because my husband used to smoke, and I couldn't stand it. I had to go to the bathroom, go to the back door, to open the back door to try to breathe. Irritation of the eyes, the nose, the throat. As I told you, the children be affected by throat infections, eye infections, ear infections all the time. Because the parents are steady smoking around them. They are secondhand smokers, environmental smokers, passive smokers, wheezing. I mean, and it can be up to 3 hours that it can last after you come out that environment of that smoke. Those chemicals are steady working in you for 3 hours after you have came out the environment of it. You don't smoke yourself, but yet those chemicals are still in you, and for 3 hours they steady working against your systems in your body. And if you got already asthma, you got already a bad, lasting medical problem already, you're going to run into some big time problems and have to go take a breathing treatment, or have to go take a chest x-ray. Pain and discomfort in your chest starts. So we are going to continue on tobacco using and what to do in our next video. You have a long and healthy life.